Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Crew 2 in part 72. Blizzard Rush is freezing up to have a lot of cold temperatures out there in the last video. Hypercars only, and having a good fifth leg lineup out there by having a starting point from San Francisco, California to go up north to have the east direction to be located in the Black Hills to have one grand prize to be located to have a secret hideout. Just like the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4, and of course, the second No Rules addition to the BMW M8 competition is now being received and available after participating in 5 events when you're using on Hypercar discipline. But right now, winter season is about to be over soon, and we're about to be moving on forward to take the spring season. In today's video, this will be having a South Hypercar race to go starting point from Dallas, Texas to go halfway point in New Orleans, then the finish line to go right past at Miami, Florida is going to be going down below at the Keys. But that's right, one rival event available, and I'm about to be ready and take on Tio this time after participate in Dallas Hypercar for this part of the race. By the filters, this will have to take one Hypercar event available along with a flashback is now being located to be listed by Motorflix icon. This will have to take highways and a series of tight roads just to make sure that you really might need to go clean racing to have a good route, then follow the line. 3 cities in one race is going to be a bit more longer and challenging that you really might need to be extra careful in case of incoming traffic cars to be spotted. That's why I'll have to be prepped up, get ready up, and enter to have one Hypercar event by normal to be on the main standard amount. And for today's vehicle, I'll have to try out and use the carbon addition to the Bugatti Chiron after becoming as an icon level in 1000. But after all, when it comes to have different addition to have some official vehicles, it's all about unique modification to see how it turns out to go with some equipped vanity with no livery design. So here I go, folks, let's do this. The Bugatti Chiron Carbon Edition is in the lead by taking the highway, we'll go enter. Better keep an eye out, there's going to be some traffic cars roaming around on the right side of the highway. 7 opponents by using the Celine S7s and 2017 Ford GTs are now currently at the grid. That could be quite very perfectly to have a recipe to have 2 manufacturer brands to go in one type of the hypercar. That's why the Chiron is now serving as a contender to be using on this Carbon Edition. But very iconic and very good exclusive to have this serve foundation based from the standard version. Okay, gonna have to keep a good small step at the overtake. Here comes the intersection to go next exit right. Okay, keep it steady. Now, gonna have to take that next exit to go departure from Dallas, Texas to go up in the highways towards New Orleans in the halfway point. I'm always have the right choice to pick to have a better hypercar that I never used before. You'll have a good appraisal to see how it works perfectly. Okay, good call. Got to slow down and get back up. Alright, looks like this opponent just barely right passed through me after being slowed down. I'll have to be patient and take the highway until a few meters to go enter in the road. I'm just being curious and just keep a good exercise caution whenever I can.
Alright, you're ahead, and you're just getting started.
I'm just getting patient and being warmed up, Latrell. Doing all that mental work to have some right effort and just keep a good, smooth, and clean racing. Alright, it's only just me and the Ford GT 2017 to take the road. Got to be a bit more patient after I just recently been dropped down to second. There's one object coming up. Heads up. Good signal and movement respond. Come on, I just had to be a bit more patient. Just go a little bit more short commit. That's the ticket. Back in the lead. Now here comes the town of the arrival to have the next step. Then gonna have to keep going, proceed by detour. But it does help both to have that perfect route rather than using on different approaches by alternative. And there you go. Back in the highway, and this will have to go main advantage to increase your pace. So keep your eyes peeled, watch out for traffic cars. Just gonna go maintain and slow a little bit down. Okay, the Ford GT is going late braking, and the Chiron always does respect the traffic by having a good matter of communication. Checkpoint clear. Almost there in the progression by 30% after having 29% to be in progress. There you go. Stop at 30%. The highways will always keep going faster. Then let's have a good check on the gap distance. Go by checkpoint. 7.7 seconds. That's very good. Have enough space and well distance. Okay, gonna have to take the right side. There's only one transportation bus. There is another one. Then keep the traction to stay in motion. Despite of my comfortness when having a good matter of racing in the highway during the hypercar challenge, but it does matter to have traffic cars to be well in case of exercise caution to go faster to be well saved by using the right side of the highway road. But the elevation might have to keep well preferred to get there whenever you have to be arriving in Miami, Florida to be passed by, then arriving at the Keys. That's how driving well in transportation to have the right side when you're in America. And there's the Bayou. Right at the main destination to go there for only one scenic view of the landmark. But natural habitat is being filled with alligators. If you ever might need to have the rally raid vehicle, then get over there and have your best moment out there to do some free time in session. But here we are, folks, arriving in New Orleans. What a beautiful city, isn't it, viewers? Just like Miami, Dallas, and other states in the south regions of the United States. But the route will have to get there just to keep going, then take the exit on to the next left. The intersection will have to get there whenever you might need to have enough nitro to go up and faster when you participate in every live summit event by every week. There's the halfway point, arriving at the next city to go in 53%. Okay, 2 traffic cars coming in. Got the land pass. Wait, and just gonna have to keep a good clear opening. Thank you, good sir. Back in action to do the real part, and that will have to take a safest route to get there instead of being contacted by traffic cars. Just to let you know, there might be some few other construction objects when you're entered to have this part of the highway. Okay, next exit at the right. We're about to be arriving in Tampa Bay within a few miles. Here we are, viewers. Tampa Bay. One of Florida's most natural cities in America at the south. Just to go pass by and take that bridge to go right over here. So beautiful and very good matter of a historic landmark to be well embraced to have a good placement in the bridge. It's only down to 9 seconds by the last update. I had to get back up and just keep a good matter in speed motion to have a good better view. Okay, progression is at 67%. Got to keep up the good work, then just gonna have to keep away from few opponents. The Celine S7 and second generation Ford GT is still catching up to have my current position to stay in the lead. But respecting transportation on hypercars is the #1 best priority during the gameplay in the Crew 2. Okay, almost there. Next exit at the right. We're about to take the highways to Miami just to be visiting pass by, then we're about to be going finish line to be arrival at the Keys. "10 minutes since the start of the race from Dallas, Texas to go all the way to have the left direction to be on the map to go enter to be arrival at Miami, Florida. The Magic City and the Sunshine State is very more popular from one of the most iconic states in America. This will be doing the last step when you're entered to keep up to have the best effort on the highway. Whenever it comes in to have a good direction to go to the Keys, then the route will have to guide you there to have some right side of the direction whenever you really need to have some patience on traffic cars. And there it goes. Short straightaway as a simple and right turn to go slow down in confident motion. It's about to get nearly there, folks. By stopping in 90%, leaving Miami, then just have to go over to be on the Keys to have that next part of the area. I'm at 88%, and the Chiron Carbon Edition is still doing well in one piece. That's 20 seconds behind the gap from 7 opponents. Then here we are, entered the Keys. I really hope Teal is waiting for me, viewers. That's why I just got 2 vehicles to be set and ready up for my own disposal to have a one-on-one showdown between the challenger and the street racing champion. Such magnificent view out there to have a good time racing in the highway, folks. Only in the Keys and hypercar as well to be well exactly indeed. But good thing I just remember back then whenever I had to be entered from every live summit event like this one by using the McLaren vehicle to be using on the same discipline class. But it was a lot of hard work and faster without having a full amount of duration, without having a follow-up catch-up. But in the end, this will have to take this matter of a full walkthrough will go for having a real challenge for myself. It's about to get closer at the end. Only one checkpoint to go. Finish line is just right up ahead. Yes! Made it on time and finishing in first place. Wow! I cannot believe it. That's 109,000 bucks is now being received and earned. Good thing icon level does count. Farming does a bit more helpful to go by extra and go by a double. But it takes a lot of icon progression to go climbing up in icon 3000. Hopefully, I'm still currently to be at icon 2982. This is going to be quite giving a good best of opportunity to be received the McLaren P1 after beating Tio. Then let's go and have this parking garage at the Papillon to be having a rival event.
You may think that you've had some tough races. You're wrong. This one's for all the marbles. It's a head-to-head showdown with Tio on the streets of Florida. Hypercar and then pure street racing. You win and you're top of the list, ruler of the streets. You lose, we're not gonna talk about losing. Got no place for it. You can do this.
I will. I've been waiting for this all day, all week long. Now, I'll have to get down to do the brand, choose the Citroen GT 2008, select it. Now, gonna have to be well chose on leg number 2 for street race. Gonna have to grab my Chevy Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009, and that would be my best arsenal by facing Tito between 2 vehicles since I just recently played back from Gran Turismo 5, Gran Turismo 6, and currently Gran Turismo 7. Let's go! He's waiting for me, viewers. I have to take Tio head on and race well like a good true street racing challenger. This is going to be my best moment. He's on the McLaren P1. Then here I go. This will be doing a one-on-one showdown. We'll get settled on the way.
You're not going to beat me. Why even try?
I'm just always having a lot of good excitement, Tio. Just live with it, and I just really love to enjoy. First leg is on the go. Got to keep a good, clean concentration and stay in condition.
You don't belong at the top of the list.
I just already took the lead. I'm just really want to be part of the top list. Okay, traffic car incoming. Got to stay strong, and I still got this. Find a good line, and embrace it. Alright, it's doing well. Everything coming with UDRS and Sportec will do the job. BTO, win the race, and the McLaren P1 is now claimed by the
You got him
ultimate
right
reward.
where you want him.
It's coming along nicely. Out from the road, then into the highway. I totally got this, viewers. I'll have to keep up the good work and keep up the good concentration to have a good matter of performance. Only 5% to go, then street racing is coming up. Next exit at the right. Hope I'm ready, because leg number 2 is waiting on hold, so I had to be ready up and go fully active. But this will be doing a very good cruising around to be right past on the main base.
Remember T.O.'s weak spot, his ego.
Okay, just going to keep a good motion ability, slow down, then get back up. So I have to find T.O.'s weak spot. Well, of course, his ego. I'm very sure of it. Okay, looks like the barrier is being broken. Got to turn right, then follow the checkpoint to have the next jump before street racing will go leg number 2. Here goes nothing.
Don't let up. Give him everything you got.
Alright, progression stop at early 70%. Got to intertwine the good skill and the street racing go expert. Gotta go around and have this part of the turn to go in dancing. Okay, that's good. Gonna have to go crossing around, then take the jump. Alright! Excellent stunt performance. Got to take the roundabout. I'm always in it and do the matter of a chicane.
You should be running this without rules. True street style.
Well, this time, street racing style is about to go change. It's all about entertainment and showbiz. Yeah, now that's a grand entrance, folks. Just 9% to go. I can hardly wait to finish the race. Just only one more checkpoint to go, and I can hardly wait. Not yet far, but always have to keep up the good pressure. And there it is, final stretch, and I did it.
You did it! You won!
Top of the list.
Wow, Teal's gotta be so mad. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, looks like I've become the #1 street racing champion, ladies and gentlemen. Team UDRS for the win. Man, the crowd is cheering me on. Remarkable and outstanding. It takes 5 minutes 33.479 seconds is very much more challenging to go all in. Very thrilled and very much excellent by the outcome. And there's the ultimate earn, the McLaren P1 2013. Sweet. It's going to be available in the headquarters at Street Racing.
Now, a lot of us want to take this off the streets and go legit. Safer for everyone, and we can run that much harder, but not everyone wants to step away from our roots. They talk about what it takes to run out there, the high that comes from risking everything. They say the streets are where we came from, where we belong. It can be hard to argue with that. This is who we are. This is what we do. Showing off our rides, trying to make it pay, trying to keep it real. Walking the line between wanting to go legit or keep it on the streets. It's a hard call to make when the world's trying to make you choose. But either way, we're still about the racing. All of us, no matter what. In the end, it's the speed that matters. Congratulations. You're top of the list, the new #1. You beat T.O. at his own game and impressed a hell of a lot of people along the way. That's work to be mighty proud of. By the way, if you go back to the spot, you'll see a little something waiting for you.
If it is what I think it is, it's gonna be hella fun getting it out there on the road and seeing what you can do with it. You're not gonna rest on your laurels, are you?
Heh. Even I will. But I just really love to become the new street racing champion of Motor Nation. But I could probably have to race anytime, any place, and any condition. That's why I've just become the new top of the list of street racing to be embraced in open road. Just like having an element of Need for Speed and Midnight Club. But after all, this could be quite giving a good layout by configuration to go entered in Keys to the City. What a very good long way of the line, and go challenging round to have some few other turns in the downtown Miami. So it's all done to have the third rival event. Then this will have to take a little bit much more patience to beat the Duke by challenge Clarence Bishop III. That's why I'm always in it to become as a professional competitive racer. But street racing always have a lot of good expression to be racing and do some more entertainment on open road. So I had to get back to the spot and claim one McLaren P1 is waiting for me, folks. That's why I just really might need to have the third ultimate vehicle will be set prior to the Crew Motorfest. But this is going to be quite very much more ultimate and will fantastic. I'm very glad that I just finally beat Tio this time, folks. And one hypercar is quite good to be available by Greenlight. But there it is.
Holy cow, a McLaren P1. That's Tio's ride. You think we might actually get our hands on that? How awesome would that be?
Well, that would be a very much more way to be enjoyment and try out to have a good, true hypercar beauty. Now, this is going to be quite giving a good, excellent experience to have that standard version, just like the Golden Line edition to this P1. But on the inside to the interior view, just look at it. Very much more quite amazing and stunning to have a 21st century hypercar is being designed to be fitted to have a hybrid vehicle to be well used. Just like the LaFerrari and other kinds of hybrid hypercars to have some different performance and different spec to have some different kinds of drivetrain between in mid-engine or all-wheel drive. But totally, I'm just really to be having a good experience to have this one if I'm gonna have to use this in the Live Summit event or doing the grand finale in the Live Extreme series. But it takes a lot of matter of decisions and see which kinds of different selected vehicles to go preferred by pick. What I kind of like about the McLaren P1 is very much more direct different than the McLaren F1. Love that engine sound, and see how the turns is going to be quite good and remarkable. But it has an haptic wing spoiler to be popped up when going in speeds, just to see whenever you really might need to bring this P1 to the track. And the top speed is going to be a bit more average to go up in about over 200 miles per hour. See? It can go up in 200 miles per hour to have the P1 is very much more top of the line than the F1. But kind of admit, this is going to be very cool and have this one to be participate in Flashback, just to be promised to have one hypercar to be received as the ultimate. Well folks, I just really did it. Third rival event is done. Only one more to go to be later on by the date schedule in the next video, as I just really might have to go planning to be entered to get back in the Bayou for having another round on hovercraft event. It's about to go wrap this up, and I will have to be finishing up the progress on hovercraft, and then Beat the Duke will have to be main date schedule to be coming up in part 74 after the next video on part 73. But thank you for enjoying watching the video on the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeviantArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. And don't forget to check it out all of my screenshot images on UDRS Insportec, Vision Total Drama, and DreamArt Livery Style Dispenser presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may ever welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video on part 73. Keep on racing, stay clean.